What's up guys, it's Hubs, and this video is going to be on Magress level 1, the Grand Gaia Chronicles new Vortex dungeon. So I'm bringing in a pretty random squad this time. I'm using a Tillith with a Dravis as my healer and potential BB filler. It's kind of hard because she has a really big BB gauge to fill. Then I got an Anima Altor, so this guy's going to be good for my attack buff and my taunting to protect my other units. Got a Breaker Dilma, which I forgot to put a sphere on. Probably gonna throw like a leg one or something on him. Leg one, no. Okay, Dadelga, I think. Yeah, Dadelga's good. Yeah, so he's here for my ignore defense, and Dilma just does crazy damage anyways, so he's pretty cool. Then I got a Breaker Kula, so she's here for also an attack buff and a BB regen for 3 turns, and then finally a Breaker Rogan, which is self BB fill, does crazy damage to a single unit. So as you can see, I am running a lot of Breaker units. I'm really trying to advocate Breaker as being a very good type right now because, I mean, survivability hasn't been a problem for a very long time, and if you have a completely decked out unit with like that sphere frogged and has imps in it, it's very likely they're not gonna die. Survivability hasn't been an issue for a while. It might come up when raid comes up, but who really knows. So anyways, I'm looking for a friend unit right now, and the Samaria, or Samira, I think Samira, she looks pretty good as a unit, but if I use her as a friend unit, I don't need to make my Tilth my leader for the negative status element resistance. So I'm going to make Kula my leader because she increases the HP of all my units by 30%, and she offers a very small heal per turn, so something about like 500 HP per unit per turn. So it's pretty decent leader skill. Mainly using it for the 30% HP, just for survivability. But I mean, this is level 1, so it's going to be really easy regardless. I probably won't even need a healer for the most part, but we'll see what happens. Honestly, this is just kind of a randomly put together team of units that I think are cool, and I'm confident that I can beat this dungeon, so we'll just see what happens. So first battle is just an Iron Magress, so I don't think he hits very hard. Status elements aren't going to be a problem because I have Samira as a friend. So first turn's not bad. I'm actually doing pretty good damage. Surprisingly, Magress does... Actually, no, it's pretty good damage against my Tilth because she's light type. So I'm going to guard with her now and attack with everyone else, which is going to be perfectly fine because... Oh yeah. Everyone else just has tons of HP. Like everyone's nearing, or Samira's over 11,000 HP, but everyone else is about 10,000 HP. So they're very tanky thanks to Kula's leader skill and spheres on their own. Yeah, and then Kula's heal per turn is actually being pretty useful right now. I don't even need to heal, and I can't heal because Tilla has such a big BB gauge that I won't be healing this battle, guaranteed. So I can just keep attacking with everyone, just charge up my BB gauges, and then just keep guarding with Tillith, and she'll keep healing every turn anyway, so it'll be fine. Yeah, and then yeah, might as well just keep doing the same thing. I use Altor for taunt, which means next turn, so long as this Iron Magress does a single target attack, he's forced to hit my Altor. So the AoE one will still hit my Tillith. Well, actually, on top of that too, like Altor, that buff makes him really tanky. Everything does 1 damage to him. Yeah, so right now I can finish this Magress, so I think I'm just gonna kill him. So Kula for that attack buff. Samira, and then Dilma is just gonna definitely do the finishing blow right here. So yeah, Iron Magress, pretty simple, no items had to be used. But unfortunately my Tilth still can't heal yet. So if we take one thing away from this is that Tilth is not really a healer. She can't be an efficient healer no matter what you really do. I mean, yeah, if you brought like a Kuda or a Fee for your leader, that's a 20% reduction to BB gauge, and if I gave Tilt an Elder Hat sphere, which also reduces BB gauge by 25%, and then I also had her Spear Frogged, so she had another BB filling sphere or something. I don't know if you can even equip 2 of those. Maybe like a Dandalga plus that. It's still extremely hard to fill her gauge. Well, it might be easier. It might be like 30 BC, but it's still not worth it. When you compare it against someone like Yolkina, which is an 18 BC fill for her heal and remove status ailment heal, it's just you can't compare. You know, Tilth is just not a healer in my opinion. She is a BB filler. Like if you saw there, I basically just Fusion potted her, and then I filled up everyone's BB gauge and just like destroyed the second battle. So this is a third battle now, and I'm just gonna take it easy. You know, try not to use items to see what can happen. Because I mean, I could just keep Fusion potting until and end this right now, but that wouldn't be any fun, right? So I'm gonna try to not use items and just attack with my units in a regular fashion. The BB fill with this team is not very good at all. So in my opinion, like this wouldn't be an actual good team to bring. The composition is just not good enough unless you're abusing the fact that Tilth can fill BB gauges if you can keep throwing fusion potions on her. Otherwise, the mix is just not really there. We're missing damage mitigation for one, and we're missing any like really sufficient BB filling leader or unit. For example, like Narza is really good, which I will use for the third level of Magress dungeon, or someone like Lily Mama, which is crazy with her leader skill and SBB, which helps you fill BB gauge. But yeah, so level 1 is, I mean, it's going to be pretty simple. Most people with a 5 to 6 star team should have no problem beating this. Level 2 is another story, level 3 is a whole other story. And of course, if you have Maxwell, all 3 levels are going to be a piece of cake. But for those of us who are still trying to have fun with Brave Frontier, since we still don't have raids and content has been really dry in the last, I don't know, 3-4 months, yeah, I mean, trying to take every battle one step at a time without using Maxwell, just because it's fun. I like long drawn out battles, and this is just one of them. If you play it that way, I mean, if you just ban Maxwell from your squads, this game becomes a lot funner, and it's something I've been kind of doing, but not really. I think for the second level, I'm gonna use Maxwell anyways, just because there's 3 levels. I might as well do 2 of them with long-lasting teams, but still show off a nice light squad that can be used to basically one-shot everything in the second level. So yeah, I'll do that for the second level, but for this one, oh look at that, so nice to have Tilith. Just fills everyone's BB gauge like that. And then Altor actually has the highest attack buff in the game. It's 120%, but it's only 1 turn. Kula's 115%. So she's pretty good too. Yeah. By the way, I was activating BBs in like all the wrong orders. I didn't really care. It was over anyways. And yeah, so that's going to be Magress level 1 with a 4-fun squad. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The rewards are, I think, 100,000 Zell? Yeah, and 50,000 Karma. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys next time.